Hey, hey, hey. Now we are live once again. It's your boy, KQKC Boxing. That's right. Throwing down on another live stream. Oh, yes, I be cooking, baby. Yes, I do. That's what I do. So, first, I'm going to say shout out to the LDBC and wait on a couple people come on in here, get that notification because I ain't supposed to be on, but I jumped right on for a minute because I'm kind of like trying to understand this. You know, I know what it is, I understand what it is. Okay. And I understand that, Mikey Garcia fans are a little upset. I get it, you know. But what's good for the goose is definitely not good for the gander. Hey, that's my take on it. KC the OG. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't one of them slick talking, people. I tell you how I feel. You know, I mean, sure, Earl did what he had to do. But remember, people, remember Garcia fans. It was Garcia that attacked Earl. It was Garcia that wanted to fight Earl. It was Garcia that said, hey, look, this is a big payday. I'm going for it. It was his family that tried to talk his ass out of it. Don't try to get Earl to fight somebody bigger than him to break even. I mean, damn. What's up, Judah? Poor counter, poor counter boxing. What's up, KQ? What's up, brother? Hit that like button and y'all hit that subscribe button. Well, I know Judah is, but poor counter, you hit that subscribe button, brother. If I see you more often, I wrench you up, okay? Because I need some more some more wrenches, man, because they really trolling me. I don't even bother nobody, man. But I'm glad to see y'all in here, brother. Straight up. But it don't make sense. YouTube not notifying me, KQ. They not? All right. Okay. Okay, you're a sub on pull counter? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Did you get a notification pull counter? I just happened to hop on and saw you. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I just hopped on. I didn't supposed to be on, but I just hopped on. And maybe it didn't get time. I don't know. Well, poor counter said he got one, but you should have got a sub. Okay, I'll find out. Okay. My apologies. I try to wait, you know, and let people get the notification. So, but well, that's cool. But it's just that this is bothering me. It's starting to, it's not bothering me, but you know, we understand the fight that went down last Saturday. Well, the Saturday before last. Okay, and I don't understand why they all up in arms and they want Earl to fight somebody bigger than him now. I guess they want to, break even. Right. They want revenge. And they know there's no rematch clause was involved in that. That was a one-time deal, a one-time payday, probably a one-time at 147. And he knew the risk. You know, see, Garcia, he has real fans. I'm talking about real loyal fans, right? Now they got pissed off at me because, I said that, hey, ain't nobody follow him from no Oxnard, California. You know, they got more Hispanics in Texas than damn near in California because it's right on the border. Some live there and some snuck in. And when I said that, they just blew up, boy. Like I'm saying something foreign or some shit. You know that. Thank you. That's what I said before you hopped on. Paul. You know, Mikey asked for that. He challenged that. Errol was minding his own business, commentating in the damn booth. But he called out Errol. He called out that ass whooping. Now, they expected Mikey to make history. Oh yeah, they did. They wanted him to be in, 5 division champion. They said Errol was overrated. Errol wasn't smart. Errol was this and that. Then when he won, now they were like, okay, all right, well, he weight bullying and all this shit. Then I look up. Now they want him to fight Canelo. I mean, I just got like seven comments about this shit. And why would you want Errol Spence to jump up? Actually, Canelo fights at 160. Now, Errol walking around weight is 160. Yes, true. That's his walking around weight. But his in shape weight is 147. That's his in shape weight. And now he had made up his mind after the fight that he's not going to go that high no more. In between fights. You know how fighters, they in shape, but they're not in fighting shape. Like Gervonta Davis, he blows up in between fights. That's because he don't eat right and shit. One time they behind stage, I think it was Garcia and Robert Easter fight. They was eating and snacking and shit. Errol eats some corn crackers or some shit. Errol said, these are good for you. And Gervonta Davis, I ain't eating that shit. No, I want some real food. See, that's undisciplined. Ain't no discipline in his diet or in his brain. Shit. He's a young, hungry lion when he's in the ring, but outside the ring, he's a badass. Somebody needs to straighten his ass out. He don't listen to Floyd no more because Floyd don't give a shit, and he know he don't. He don't listen to his coach no more, Calvin. Calvin had him ever since he was like a toddler. So he look at him like an uncle, like, man, fuck you. He don't care about him. So somebody, Virgil Hunter, he need to talk to his ass and let him know that, hey, look, what you doing outside the ring gonna cost you your career. It already cost you your career somewhat, but it's gonna cost you your whole career. Maybe Andre Ward could talk to him. He flipped back and forth half of the time, any damn way. But why the hell will he want to fight Canelo Alvarez? First of all, he don't have no interest in fighting him. And he's not going up that high no more, he said. The highest he'll go is 154. That's the highest he gonna go in weight, period. And I assume once he get all the belts, he will move up. I predicted he'll move up next year, though. But I don't think he can capture all those belts in that, in that length of time because everybody running from the hills. But now everybody came out of the hills when he started making that money. Do you realize how much money he made? I mean, we talking about the gate. We talk about the back end, the front end of the pay-per-view. And we talking about his purse. And he's still getting paid. We reruns, sponsorships, advertising, and it's still selling the fight up to April the 17th. So, I mean, this is much money Errol made in his whole damn life. So, I mean, Canelo Alvarez just ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry to tell them that. Maybe Errol Spence maybe tell them that, because I'm not the only one that know about it. I ain't the only one that heard about it. You just can't. Hey, what's up, Marvin? What's going on? He has to fight Crawford. Yeah, he got to fight Crawford. Yeah, I remember that after the Broner and Pacquiao fight. Okay, I think. Yeah, that's what it was. He said, this is corn. Right. Yep. He said, yeah. Yep. He sure did. And Earl said, this is good for you. See, that's discipline. You know, they laugh at, but that's discipline, man. So since Mikey got his ass beat up, now they want revenge. Like poor counter said, they want revenge, and they want him to get beat up like Mikey did, or treated as bad, or something bad happened to him. Hell, they don't give a shit. Whatever it is, they want to see that shit. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being loyal fans, but it's a sport, you know. Yeah, Marvin. Yeah, back in this thing, man. Because I'm getting all these comments. I got 7. And everybody want him to fight Canelo. Why he won't fight Canelo? Mikey jumped up 2 weight classes. He could jump up 2. First of all, Mikey jumped up 1 weight class in my book. I told all the brothers that in the LWC. Y'all can say 2 you want to, but I ain't other than that. Because if you fought at 140 3 times or more, you jumping up 1 weight class. Hell yeah, that's what they want. And I'm sorry, it's a sport. You got the Super Bowl. It has to be a winner and it has to be a loser. The loser team and they fans is not going to wish harm on the other team, I hope. Hey, may the best man win. See, that's one thing about sports that's individual. Like tennis. You might have doubles, but mostly you have singles. But you don't get into this tip for tap shit. Like Mayweather and Pacquiao. What was that? Pac-Tards. They were saying everything from woman beater to whatever. How you know? That's when I liked the Floyd Mayweather then. I just say, hey, how you know? Did you see any bruises? Did you see any pictures? Hell, have you seen her? Hell, if she was high as hell in my house, hell, her ass would be outside. Mama or no mama on my kids. I don't want that shit around my kids. I don't want that shit in my house. Because police come, I'm going to jail, not your ass. So, I mean, let's get real here. Errol is not going to fight nobody but 147 welterweight with a belt. That's what he's aiming for. Porter ass is up next. They're working on a deal as we speak. Now, I'm not going to believe the shit till I see it. Like a lot of people left me a comment talking about that. They don't believe it either till they see it. And I don't blame them. We got tricked, hook, winked, and bamboozled once before from Porter ass. Him and K Diddy, they both lied about the shit. I remember when Porter won the WBC. Then Errol got in the ring and said, hey, okay, hey, I love your daddy. Your daddy cool, and you cool, and hey, let's get it on. Let's unify this shit. You know. And he goes, it look like I'm scared, Jim. And he said, okay, cool. Everybody cheering. Yeah, okay. And I don't know what happened from that walk, from that ring to that dressing room. Everything changed. Everything changed. The attitude, the answer. He had to fight his mandatory. And we all know, of course, unifications trump mandatories. But, I mean, it's up to the fighter. He can fight his mandatory if he wants to first. But he don't have to. Why not go unify now? Why wait? If you unify and you win, that your payday go up. You're in a different pay grade at that time. That's why. But for some reason, I think the WBC told them, hey, not right now. Not right now. That's why I got a little more respect for the IBF now than I do the WBC. Because the IBF, they're going to make you fight your mandatory. They will make you fight your mandatory, or you're going to drop that belt or else. Now, the WBC, they'll let you off the hook. Like Canelo. He didn't think their asses was coming across Mexico to drop his ass. But he didn't know. Them motherfuckers would come to England to drop your ass. You got a fight coming up, Vada on their way over. Or USADA. It don't matter. But you ain't going to run to Mexico and think you're going to try to dodge and get high? Hell no. Oh, hell no. That ain't happening. They'll follow your ass until you're ready to piss and give that blood. They got a box. They got a box that's sealed. That seal can't be broke until they're ready and your ass is ready to piss and give up that blood. Then they seal that shit back up and take it back to the lab. Drop dirt if you want to, but it's in the food. It's in the food. That's how it is in Mexico. So the WBC gave him a pass. Now, tell me another motherfucking lie. What's up, Cypress Hill, huh? What's happening, homie? Salute to the almighty LWC. Yes, sir. Salute to you too, my brother. Cypress Hill. Yes, sir. That's in California, correct? Yes, sir. I think I heard of that neighborhood. It used to be rough and rowdy. Yeah. You don't mess with motherfucker from Cypress Hill, baby. Yes, sir. I know about that. I don't know how it is now, but I know back in the day it was rough than a motherfucker. Shit. Yes, sir. But welcome though, brother. We just chit-chatting about Mikey Garcia fans. They want revenge now. They want Errol Spence. What's up, Mr. Cunningham? How you feel, brother? Okay, you listening in? Okay, good. Y'all hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to KQKC now. I'm trying to reach 600 subs, and I'm giving y'all that smoke each time, every time I can, The whole Canelo drugs thing and turning a blind eye stuff. Yeah, that's the WBC. Sometimes they okay. Now, this supposed to be the most prestigious belt in the WBC. I mean, in all the governing bodies. In boxing, period. Everybody want that WBC. Sugar Ray Leonard, everybody been through that shit. Mike Tyson, everybody. That green belt is supposed to be special. But now it seems like the IBF is special. Because the WBC, which is the Suleimans, who is located and headquartered in Mexico. And that's why they gave him a pass. I really believe that. And you're not going to tell me nothing different. They know what they was doing. And Canelo knew what he was doing. He was bulking up. Then one time I seen him real skinny as hell. you know, his weight like fluctuates. You know, for I don't know what's going on with that dude, but sometimes he got this big square shoulders like Phil Jackson. Then he's bulky, real big, and muscular like, where he got to knock out anybody. You know, so that makes you think. You know, what the hell is going on? But it been rumors. I don't have no proof, but it been rumors that Canelo been on that shit for years, off and on. Same with Povetkin. He been on that shit and got popped 3 times. He should be banned. That's what's wrong. That's just like Chicago here, Illinois. We don't have the death penalty. They need to bring the bitch back. I guarantee you, these motherfuckers sit their asses down and put their 9mm away. I guarantee you that. When you talking about frying a motherfucker, they don't like that shit. That straight a motherfucker up in a quick in a hurry. So ban these motherfuckers that like to get high. The first one, you get suspended. The second one, you get a harsher suspension. Then the third one, you ban for life. Simple. Let's keep this shit on an even playing field. If you don't have the skills, if you don't have the strength, if you're not big enough, hey, that's life. That's life. Yeah, you're right, Judy. You're right. Me and my old man, we was talking about that very subject. My old neighborhood and how we, the old guys he used to hang out with and stuff. Chicago, they got a backlog. It was on the news last night. A backlog of DNA. 5 years. 5 to 6 years. Backlog of rapes, murders, everything. But let a little white girl get missing. It don't have to be a little girl. It could be a big woman. They will bring out every resource possible. But hey, another one dead nigga, hey, that's one less nigga we have to worry about. Simple. Joe, 56, 6984. What's up? Sad news. ESPN reporting Roger Mayweather in critical condition. Yes, sir. We was talking about that. I think I said something about that yesterday. Yes, he's in very critical condition, man. I think I was telling you all that when Roger Mayweather got lost, he has Alzheimer's. And he don't even remember coaching Floyd, let alone training him. And Floyd, with all the money he got, he let his Uncle Roger, that when his father left and went out to the joint, to the penitentiary, Uncle Roger said, look, I'm going to take you out to Las Vegas with me. You're going to get better sparring. You're going to have a better atmosphere. And I'm going to get you out this neighborhood. Okay? So he was more like a father to him than an uncle. Now, before they left, his father, Uncle Roger, and Floyd, they all was on the same card. The first time and the last time. His father fought Sugar Ray Leonard and lost. But the Black Mamba, baby, that's Roger Mayweather. He wasn't no joke. He wasn't no joke. The reason why they call him the Black Mamba was because, every Hispanic he fought, he knocked him out. Same way with Pernell Whitaker. He won, Pernell Whitaker, but they got into it in the dressing room when they were taking their drug tests. See, Roger didn't play that shit. Roger the one to say, hey, look, boxing is a thinking man's game. The quicker these fighters know that, the better off they will be. He trained Floyd. Not Floyd Sr. He trained more. See, there was two defensive. There was two different types of trainers. See, Roger was a more defensive trainer. That's where Floyd got his defensive skills from. And his father was more offense. That's where his father, that's where Floyd got his offense from. His piston-like jab, his shoulder roll, shit like that. So his father in the later years, finished out his career with him. But Roger Mayweather was sitting in the audience and even though he was there. He didn't know where the hell he was at. He was missing for 26 hours in the streets of Las Vegas. They found him on a bus stop. A millionaire. Floyd retired his whole family. Father and uncle, they both are millionaires. Everybody except the grandmama in Michigan. She's still in the same house. She don't want to move. So Floyd, they showed her all assets. He gave her a big stack of money. You couldn't even hold it in one hand. It was that big. Do you know grandma, and you know how grandmamas is, she's probably stuffed all that shit down her bra. My grandma used to do that shit too, put her money in her bra, She tried to put all in her bra shit. Floyd said, Grandma, you can't do that. You can't put that in your bra, all that. But hey, that's how it is. Older people do that. Then guess what's sitting up in her house? Floyd Mayweather bronze medal that he won in the Olympics because he threw it in the garbage. And she went and got it out. She said, no, Floyd, you're not going to throw this in the garbage. You worked too hard for it. He said, well, I don't want it. She said, well, I'm going to keep it here for you. Because, he got ripped off, Floyd did, in the Olympics. See, in the Olympics, they don't play all that showboating and shit. They don't like that. That's unsportsmanlike ship, they call it. So they penalize you for that. You're supposed to be, as a sport. So they penalized him for that. So he got a bronze besides a silver. So he threw it in the garbage. But Roger Mayweather, he lived a good career. I mean, he ain't dead yet, but he ain't dead, period. But when I have an uncle and I got money like that, I'll make sure he has 24-hour service. I don't care how much it costs. What's up, Groove Master D? Back in the house. Yes, sir. What's bullshit, Groove Master D? What's on your mind, brother? Huh? Talk to me. What's BS? How Floyd did his uncle? Trust me, I know. Did you look up boxing scene? The whole thing with Mikey. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mikey, yeah. Especially after he took me in and out the hood. Right. Yeah, especially after he took me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I jumped in when I read the title. Yeah. Yeah, you a Mikey fan? I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. We always can agree to disagree, bro. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. Hey, but hey, I don't know why. I mean, see, one thing about Mikey fans. I'm sorry. Mikey fans, he has some real loyal fans. I mean, fans that really believed in him, And don't get me wrong, Mikey's a good fighter. He has great skill set. He has great fundamentals, but not at 147. No, he should be at 135 or maybe if he bulk up a little bit, 140. And that's it. I mean, then the fans, I guess they want revenge. I got seven messages in my inbox. Well, he move up. Errol is not going to do that. Especially after what they said after the Broner fight. I can't rock with them no more. I mean, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's a sport, and I get it. That's their guy, right? Like the Charlos. That's my guys, and I like them more than Errol Spence, but I recognize talent, and you can't overlook that. And Mikey, that don't mean he's a bad fighter. Just because he took an L, that don't mean his whole life is over with and the whole world just stops. It don't mean that. It means that Errol was the better man that night. That's all it means. And he won. And Mikey lost. Mikey won 39 straight. He don't have no reason to hold his head down. Now we're talking about a young man who does a lot for his community. He went the night he won another division. He went all the way over to Belize on his dime and helped build houses for the homeless. They're more like apartments. But he did that, him and a couple of his boys. So Mike is not a bad guy. He's not a bad fighter. He just took an L. That's all. That's all it was. Yes, that's right, Black Fight fan. Salute to you, brother. Yes, sir. Errol will move up and fight Canelo when it's his time. Yes. Mikey, 31 years old. First of all, I don't think Errol gonna go anywhere, first of all, till he get them straps. That's his ultimate goal, for one. I hope Black Fight fan agree with me when I'm saying this, because I just don't think Errol is interested in some shit like that. He wants to unify the welterweight division. That should be every fighter goal, to win and to unify. Flat out. That's how it should be. And like Black Fight fan said, when that time comes, because Errol, I'm assuming he gonna get bigger, and most fighters, they do move up. But once they accomplish what they want to accomplish, just like Terrence Crawford, he unified the 140 division. Now, can he do 147 like that? I don't think he can, because I don't think he's big enough, and the 140 division is too deep. Now, that's my take on it. Now I could be wrong, but Terrence Crawford is going to have to, bulk up a little bit. Keith Thurman is way bigger than him. Sean Porter is way bulkier than him. So I don't know. I might be wrong, but Errol Spence ultimate goal right now is no Canelo. Maybe later on, like Black fan said, hey, maybe later on, but not right now. I get it. They upset. They mad. That's natural. Ooh, my sinus. They natural. That's natural. But but it's a sport. Okay, it's a sport. That's it. You have to win some and you lose some. But that doesn't mean that you give up your whole life in the sport and everything because you lost one fight. and you want revenge. It wasn't no rematch clause in that contract. And I'm quite sure if it was, Earl would have gave him another shot. But it wasn't. And you don't have to. He didn't even know he was serious about fighting him. But what's done is done. What's over is over with. 147 is 147 and 154. Yes, that's where the money is. I get it. I know what Mikey was trying to do. We all know. We get it. He didn't see anything. He saw money. That's all. And knucklehead Tim Bradley thought he saw something too. But he had to eat a little crow. And kudos to him for eating that motherfucking crow. So he said, hey, I was wrong. Hey, you're damn right you was wrong. I didn't know he can fight like, well, now you know. If he didn't have his head so far up ESPN ass, maybe he would know. But I get it, Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but that ain't my style. I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass and go with their narrative and just put my shit in the pocket and don't think about it. I'm not going to do that shit. Mikey fans now saying Danny Garcia would beat Spence. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I think I'll explain this. I'm not for sure, Jude, or whatever. But Danny Garcia, only thing, he's slow on his feet. He does have a left, but Errol would take that left from him because his left is Errol jab hand. So Errol jab hand is right hand. He would just knock that left down or hold the phone. Errol too quick and too smart for that shit. Danny was a alternate on the Olympic team. He's a basic fighter. Majority of his fights, he came in as the underdog. And sometimes he put him out. But he never could win the big one. Like Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. And I'm very confident that Errol Spence can beat Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman been running for years. Hell, I don't even know where he at now. He's still running. Tim Bradley lost his nuts when he made his wife his manager. You're damn right he did. Shit. I don't know what happened to Tim Bradley. He retired in his prime. And he was a good fighter. I mean, he beat Pacquiao, Popovkin, whatever the name is. The Rocky, whatever they call him. The Siberian Rocky, right? That's what they call him, something like that. So Errol want Canelo to fight Charlo first. Yeah, you're right, Black Fight fan. Start running from Canelo. Why don't you stand there and fight him? That's the whole reason why he went into the zone. Hell, Triple G had Charlo as his mandatory shit since 2000, what, 3 years ago? Now, I don't know if he took any step-aside money, but the thing is, it was his mandatory. That's why I'm saying unifications trump mandatory if you want it. But they didn't want that smoke. Canelo wants a flat foot fighter. He don't want no one that moves. Give him lateral movement, in and out. Use his angles. He don't want that. He wants someone that's going to stand there and fight like Triple G. We not Mexican. We not Leo Santa Cruz. We're not going to sit there and throw 100-something punches without picking our shots. Why you think Errol Spence is so successful at what he does? He don't force the action. He think. He think. He uses mind. Well, let me see. Ain't none of that filling out shit. Let's just see what you bring to the table when I do this, or I do this. Or let me test you when I hit you right here in the ribs. Let's see what sound you make. That's what you do. That's how you do it. Again, boxing is a thinking man's game. Black Fight Fan TV say Charlo never took step aside money. The fight was never ordered by the WBC. Oh, he never took. Well, I don't say he did or not, but I don't know. You know, like I said, I don't know if he did or not, but it never was ordered. But I thought he was the mandatory for like 3 years to Triple G, not Canelo. And they didn't order him the mandatory. But I know the fight was never ordered. Now I understand that. But wasn't he the mandatory to Triple G? If I'm not mistaken, you know, I always thought he was the mandatory. But I understand. I know the fight wasn't ordered because he left and went to the zone. I don't care what nobody say. The zone is like what we call the hideaway. It's like where you go to hide or duck somebody, but you do it in a more professional way. You know, the zone is like a professional duck. You can't fight nobody unless they fight you on the zone. And you know they manager or not. He is the mandatory. Okay, I thought he was a mandatory, but they never ordered the fight. Gotcha. Black Fight Fan TV in the house. My LDBC brother. Yes, sir. So as I was saying, I get it. I understand it. But you have to understand too. You win some and you fucking lose some. That's how it go. That's how it always been. You have to understand the fighters today, they not worried about history. You know, they're not worried about legacy. They worried about how much. Does it make sense? Does it make dollars sense? You know? It's the business aspect. Let it fucking marinate. You know, that kills me. Let it marinate. I think we should see it soon before motherfuckers can't see it. Anything can happen. Just like Mikey Garcia lost. Hell, Bob Arum said, okay, well, he ain't worth it now. Lomachenko don't want him now. He ain't worth it. He got an L. You know? You're right, Jamil. You know, fuck marinate. You know? Then you got Anthony Joshua. You know, just come out and admit it. Your ass is scared. And you want to fight a fighter that never fought a top 10 heavyweight. Then you got Tyson Fury, another heavyweight, finna fight somebody that never fought a top 15 welterweight. So, what that leaves us? Dylan White. You had your chance. You had your chance to fight Ortiz. But you didn't step up like Deontay Wilder. You didn't step up. You crapped out, bitch. That's what you did. You crapped out. So now, you want all the accolade, all the prestige, and you want to be mandatory because you want a belt. It don't go like that. You should have fought him. You should have fought an eliminator. I'm sorry. I'm sorry shit can't roll your way. You made the mistake. Learn from it and move on. That's all. That's what it's about. Boxing is a thinking man's game, in the ring and out. Yes, Mikey Garcia is still a good fighter. Errol just was a better fighter. Sometimes when you move up, you have to deal with the things that come with it, like strength, speed. I mean, it's weight classes for a reason. That's why. I mean, Mikey was the man at 135. He stepped up a little bit and fought Lipinat. Lipinat was strong. Mikey lucky he didn't get knocked out in that round, in that fight. But he used his fundamentals. Like I said earlier today on my show, your fundamentals is your basic start. When you learn in the amateurs, you learn your fundamentals. You always go back to your fundamentals. When Lipinat always walked Mikey to the corner, what did he do? He used his jab to circle out. If he can't do that, you jump out and you clinch. You stay clenched till the referee break you up. If you got a free hand, you work that free hand. That's what you have to do. But when you step up to 147, you up there with the big boys now. Like an Errol Spence. So he does what he does best. He boxed. Now, he didn't fight the way he fought when he fought Kell Brook. Boom Boom Mancini. I never seen nobody back up Earl ever. Dumbass. He ain't fighting that type of fight. Like Lamont Peterson. He didn't have no business fighting no phone booth fight. That's not his game. His game is fighting on the outside. He get in, get out. He work the body and get out. That's his game. When he went with Errol, he tried to fight body to body with Errol. Errol laughed and bodied his ass again. His eye was on his way being knocked out the socket. Thank God he had a surrogate father say, hey, look, let's stop this shit. Well, he gonna have to have surgery. So they stopped it. Rightfully so. See, that's a trainer. That's a manager that cares about more than money. Care about more than moral victory. Like I told you all, ain't no such thing as moral victory in boxing. You win, lose, or draw. Ain't no MV after that. And draw, Tyson Fury, that means unfinished business. That's what it means. That means there's no winner. There's no loser. So we got to do it again. That's what it means. But no, Robert Garcia tried to make a point and prove a point at the expense of his brother. Now he gonna feel funny 2 months from now when his brother can't say shit. Or his brother can't move his arm. Or his brother don't know where he at. How you think Roger Mayweather is in the situation he in now? In critical condition. How? How you think Muhammad Ali get Parkinson's disease just out of the clear blue sky? The cranium is not meant to be hit like that many times. Your defense is your offense. That's real talk for your ass. What's up, CVP? Junior, what's going on? Groove Master D said, even though Barry stopped it, the damage was already done. Yes, it was. His eye was already fucked up. It might have been torn. I don't know. But I don't think so, because he came back too fast. He went to training camp too fast. So I doubt that. Jamel said facts, soldier. Yes, sir, it is facts. You know, I mean, I don't like sore losers. You know, that would kill me. My inbox full of motherfuckers that want him to fight Canelo. Let him fight somebody bigger than him. Well, Mikey was going to Snack. Who knows? Maybe Snack held his ass up for 12 rounds. I don't know. Or maybe Errol just was teaching him a lesson. He didn't sit down on his punches. Because trust me, if Errol would have fought Mikey like he fought Kell Brook, Mikey ass would have been out of there. That's real talk. See, it depends on who you fighting. Now, I don't have no doubt Errol probably was going to fight another way. But Mikey brought it on himself. When you, first of all, when you call out somebody, then you get arrogant about it. That's what champions do. Champions clap back. Oh, you think you could take me? You think you gonna come in my division where I rule? Hell no. Okay, we can make a little money together. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Which both guys are low key guys, you know. They pretty passive, you know. Earl don't bother nobody. You don't see him hanging out nowhere, no clubs and gambling and fighting in the streets, Javante. You know, you might see him at a fight, but most of the time he probably chilling with his wife and kids. Who knows? But you don't see him on TV taking mug shots. Conor McGregor. See, they come along years and centuries at a time. The perfect fighter in and out the ring. See, boxing don't have a clause like basketball or football. You, in your contract, you have to represent the team on and off the field. You have to wear a suit before the game and after the game. The Chicago Bulls implicated that. Michael Jordan gave everybody a card to his tailor. Michael Jordan's suit was tailor-made. Everybody was sharp and suited up for their post-press conference. See, and then when you go out and you act a fool like Javante Davis and Adrian Broner, you know, people don't look at you so kindly. But Mikey Garcia was very respectful. Did a lot for his community. Errol Spence also. I mean, two low-key guys. But when Mikey started getting carried away, like Errol said, you know, Fox said, hey, look, this is pay-per-view. You got to sell this fight. You know, and that kind of made Errol a little uncomfortable because he's not that type of guy, you know. But you know, you gotta try to sell a fight, but the fight already was selling itself because shit, Fox played a commercial every 5 damn minutes. But it's still making money to April the 17th. Then they're gonna replay it. You see, the fight is still for sale as we speak. $74.99. And it's gonna stay on sale to April the 17th. That means they making money still. I mean, this was a motherfucking doozy. But now you got sore losers. I don't like that shit. This is a sport. You know it's gonna be a winner and it's gonna be a loser. It's just that your guy didn't win this time. That's all. Man, better luck next time. He was okay with it. At least it looked like he was okay with it. So why are y'all leaving me comments about he should fight somebody bigger than him? It wasn't that big of a difference now, okay? It's just that Errol is stronger. He's in a higher weight class. And they have classes for a reason. Errol needs to make sure he stay focused now. His money is getting fatter. Oh, yeah. He already said that in the post press conference. The reporter said, hey, I know you're not a role model, but, they're still going to look at you as a role model. He know it. But like he said, you got to stay grounded. See, that's very mature. Very mature for a young man. I'm 52. And Errol, what, 29, 28? When the last time you heard a young man talk like that? That's a millionaire. How many? How many times? Floyd wasn't even acting like that. Floyd was somewhere burning money in the clubs. See, that's why I say you got these special fighters that come along every so often. Not very many. Then you got Deontay Wilder. He's more of an outspoken, outgoing type of a fighter. He tells you what's on his mind. And he ain't scared to tell you what's on his mind. He speaks the truth, and he don't give a fuck what you say about it. It is what it is. See, that's what makes his popularity. Yes, sir, Paul. He's a real brother. He's a real American. Then you got people making videos about your own champion. When you went to the Olympics, he represented your country, motherfucker. Damn. When would people understand that? He's representing your country. Did you make videos and laugh? Say he can't fight? He don't have no skills? Whatever he's doing is working. What are you doing? What can you do? How much money have you made? He's a champion. He's a maestro of boxing. He's getting popular each day. Each day we see and hear about him. It's a conversation about Deontay Wilder or Errol Spence. They asked Freddie Roach, who you think is one of the best fighters right now in the world? Well, what's that guy name? Freddie Roach in Texas. What's his name? He said, what you mean? Errol Spence? Yeah, him. Yeah, that guy is good. See, old white man know that. See, you have to understand, dumbasses, and you know who I'm talking about. When you make videos like that, you're degrading yourself, your self-respect, yourself, and how much you love your country. You know what? How about we send you over to North Korea and let's see you do that shit over there. He killed his uncle over there. We ain't did that to your ass. We talking about a hero in the Olympics. I mean, Errol went to Olympics too. You make fun of our champion who holds the most prestigious belt in the governing bodies. And you telling me that he don't deserve shit. Just look how you make a fool out yourself. Matter of fact, You should get up. I know you're listening. You should get up right now, take a look in the mirror, and tell me what you see. A coward. You see a coward. How many fights have Deontay Wilder turned down because he was scared? None. How many fights Anthony Joshua turned down? I don't have enough fingers. How many fought the boogeyman on the heavyweight division, Luis Ortiz? How many? How many? One. And guess who that was? Deontay Wilder. That's who. He put his O on the line. He put his belt on the line. He almost lost it. But that's how the ship sails. But he went back to his fundamentals. He mustered up enough energy. He was determined to win. You have to do shit like that to get shit done. Like I said, always, sometimes you don't find boxing. Boxing finds your ass. Deontay Wilder, he didn't want to be no boxer. He wanted to be part of the Alabama football team. But he glad he made that choice. He made that choice. And that choice paid off. Sometimes you got to gamble a little bit in life. You know. Or sometimes your ass might just crap out. Niggas from the hood, if y'all know what I mean, y'all know what I mean about crap out. I lost a lot of money many times in the alley in my younger days. So, the bottom line is this, if I may. Sometimes you reap what you sow. And you know this. The seeds that you fucking plant will be the motherfucking fruit you harvest. What goes around gonna come around. Keep that in mind, Mr. Joshua, Mr. SOB Brazil. See, he got version 100, so that's why I call him SOB. Because he had SOG. But Brazil is SOB. Because anytime a motherfucker is so jealous that your brother got knocked out, he give flowers and birthday gifts and shit to the family that knocked him out. That's a son of a bitch. And I said it, and I say it again. It is what it is. News, sports, and media talk. Racial loyalty and racial support is everything so true. Yes, it is. Then I'll tell you, Boxing Nation. We all remember Martin Rosa, right? We all remember him. He fought the Charlos. He fought Demetrius Andre and Estrelanda Lauren and lost all of them. Well, he left Al Heyman. He said everything except nigga to Al Heyman. Now, if you go back, it happened a while. It may happen maybe a couple of months or so, whatever. But it's still talked about. Now, he ain't got nobody. But you know what he said? You know what? I'm sorry, Al Heyman. I apologize. I'm just going by what other people were saying. You know what? Who the other people are, right? And you're the only one that treated me right. You're the only one that paid me well. You the only one that gave me respect. I'm not saying this for you to take me back. I'm saying this because you're a good dude. How many will say that? See, he bought into that stereotype. He bought into that we can't do shit. We don't know shit. He bought into that. That's what he did. That's what he said. He bought into everybody talking about Al Heyman this, Al Heyman that. Then come to find out, he realized the same people that saying that shit was brainwashing him. And Al Heyman was nothing like that. They talked about him putting free sports on TV for free. And matter of fact, it was Errol, Spence, and Bondu that sold so many damn tickets after the Olympics went off. It was Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum that talked about Al Heyman like a dog. And guess what? Monkey see, monkey motherfucking do. Everything Al Heyman did, they doing it now. Everything. See, sometimes you don't want to be a follower. Sometimes you got to be a leader. Sometimes you got to set trends and let them pick it up and let them follow you. That's what you got to do. See, everybody might laugh this and that, like Errol Spence. Like you say, like I said, he's a nice, chilled out dude. He's cool. He talk when he want to. He's not no nosy motherfucker. You don't see no bad words coming out of his mouth. He's your average, nice guy. He leads. He don't follow. More men, young men, should follow that example. It's like when you're little, like I tell my son, you don't want to hang around that crowd. You want to hang around that crowd where you can learn, where you can model yourself off of him or them. You don't want to follow that crowd because they're going to lead you to somewhere you don't want to go. And mainly jail or the graveyard. That's real talk. That's real talk. That's real facts for your ass. No one is disputing that Mikey Garcia shouldn't have had his ass up at 147 in the first place. So, oh well, get used to it. You win some and you fucking lose some. Put a counter box and say, I like Mikey because it takes a lot to maintain in the boxing game. Of course, he just forgot what reality was in boxing. Of course. Sometimes it could be mental. Maybe he was trying to psych himself out. Or maybe he got so arrogant because everybody said, oh, you so a perfect fighter. You the textbook fighter, Mikey. I said that one time. You the textbook fighter. You just methodically just great. And sometimes that can go to your head to somebody bring you back down into reality. That can be it. Cypress Hill said, yes, Mike is not special, but then where does that leave Broner and Easter? Well, Broner used to be special. Broner used to be a fighting motherfucker. He did. But now, Broner is not like that. Let me turn this up. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, Broner is not like that. So, Broner is an asshole. Now, I'm sorry, but he is. He's an ass. But he brought that on himself. He knows his sport. Listen now. His reality is pissing Amber and being concussed. That beating he took, Earl the Truth Spence, the man can't even. What? That's how bad it was. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. I hear you. I hear you. Broner was trying to be like Floyd and left his career fall apart. Yes. Yes, that's what it was, Judah. For some reason, Big Bro is Big Bro. Be your own man. Do your own thing. And he didn't even know what he was doing. How the hell you gonna do a shoulder roll on a southpaw? And you an orthodox fighter. You know, that took the cake when I saw that shit. He tries to fight off the ropes like Floyd. But that shit didn't work. That's real talk. Real talk. I call this the classic know your damn role and know your damn place. Yes, the Mexican boxing community fan base so hot right now. I know. They want Errol Spence to go up 2 weight classes to fight Cinnamon Alvarez. Well, yeah, that's what we just went over. Yes, sir. I received it in my inbox. First of all, Earl is not going to go for Canelo right now. Now, I trust Black Fight Fan and what he says and respect what he says. And Earl will move up, but not right now. And I believe his eye is on the prize right now. And those damn belts. See, nobody wanted that smoke. Nobody. He couldn't pay nobody to get that smoke. Keith Thurman, get a belt, sir. Get a belt, sir. Get more of that than he got it. He been calling out Keith Thurman. He been calling out Keith Thurman ever since he was damn near 18-0, 13-0, whatever. But look at Keith Thurman now. Every time Earl asks him, he hurt. Or maybe next year. Or maybe next time. They are getting Madonna back to 147. Good for McDonough. He's running out of money, huh? He got a lot of weight to drop to get back down to 147. That Floyd money didn't last that long, did it, Madonna? I heard he bought a couple pigs and a couple cows, and that was it almost. But the moral of this damn story, the moral of this damn show is you win some and you lose some. Mikey Garcia fan base, it's not going to happen. And when that day do come, I have no doubt in my mind that Earl will be ready. He's always ready. That's what fighters do. They're serious about their game. Adrian Broner wasn't serious about his game. If he was, he wouldn't be filling on nobody's ass at the mall. He wouldn't be knocking niggas out on the Sunset Strip in Las Vegas. He wouldn't be throwing up money at Walmart. And average working hard people sitting there looking at that motherfucker like, who is this motherfucker? That's real talk. That's real talk. There's no doubt about it. Errol Spence is a special type of fighter. Mikey Garcia, he's a special type of fighter at 140 or 135. As you say, sometimes you have to know your place. You have to know your place. And when you get out of your place, that's when shit start happening. That's when shit start going the wrong way. Terrence Crawford, he's a good guy. He had some trials and tribulations when he was younger. He got shot at and damn near missed his head and went through his cap. We understand. When he was fighting Jose Benavidez, he got shot in the leg. And I told you earlier, that wasn't no motherfucking stray bullet. Somebody targeted his ass. It's where it's located. I know. You get hit by a stray bullet walking a dog? Come on. Tell me another one. Tell me another one. That's real talk. Today is a different day in boxing. This is a new breed of fighters. This is new media. This is how we tell it like it T.I. fucking is. That's one thing about the LDBC. You might not like what we say. We're going to say it and we're going to tell you the truth. Now, sometimes the truth hurts. Then you get over it, then you learn. You might be mad for a minute, but you're going to be thank God that we told you the truth. You lead by example. You lead by example. Gus Sandoval said, he knows I think you are right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Always hit that like button, fellas. And if you haven't subscribed to KQKC, feel free to do so. You can catch my 12:30 show at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Regis Prograis would beat the shit out of little Mikey. So would Lomo or Bud, and that's why I ducked all of them. That's Lomo or Bud, and that's why I ducked all of them. Well, Regis Prograis is a wait a minute, let me go back up. Okay, Regis Prograis, he's not gonna fight. Lomo and Bud are in two different weight classes. Okay, Lomo's at 135. He should be fighting Gervonta Davis. That's who he should be fighting. Now, Regis Prograis is at 140. So, and hopefully, and I can't see him moving up to 147 right now, but maybe he would. I don't know. But can he do what Terrence Crawford did? I don't know. He can fight. As a matter of fact, if you haven't noticed, the South, I'm talking about Texas, Alabama, Florida, the Texas are really showing out. They got good fighters down there now. I'm talking about Charles Hadley, the Charlo brothers, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. I mean, I could go on and on. Regis Prograis came out of there. Rob Brandt came out of there. The South making a name. They getting on the map. They are good fighters. Derrick James got a good program going on. Oh yes, Progress is no joke at 140. Not sure if he on Crawford's level, but I like Progress so far. Yeah, Progress. He's a southpaw. He's great. He's a very good fighter. But I need to see a little bit more, a little step up more. You know, but he's a good fighter. And Crawford, yes. Now I would like to see Crawford gain a little more weight and muscle. You know, but because these guys at 147 are big, and like Earl said, hey, you ain't got no ass. Other words, you need to buck up some. So reasons for Crawford in the amateurs. He don't want that smoke. That's why he waited. Well, I don't know, but the amateurs is whole different than the pros. Yes, sir. It is. You know, but the amateurs, like I said, that's where you learn all your fundamentals. The amateurs. That's where everything starts at. Yes, sir. It does. That's where you revert back to when you don't know what else to do when you're in that ring. You go back and think about what you did in the amateurs. When you're in a tight spot, what you do? You work your jab. You keep his ass off of you. You keep his ass at bay with that jab. A jab can blind your opponent. A jab can keep your opponent busy if you keep working that jab. Remember Earl Spence? He kept that jab. He kept that jab. He kept that jab. I'm sorry. He kept that jab and what you call face. He kept he kept that jab, and he got Mikey used to seeing that jab up there. Then once he know Mikey was just focused on that jab, he came around with that left straight wide left hook and caught him on the ear anytime he wanted. You revert back to your amateur. That's what you do. That gets you out of trouble. That gets you to last maybe another round or two. I wish Garcia, Porter, Thurman, or you guys would start to take fights with Spence and Crawford just because none of these are the so-called top of the heap they have been ducking. Well, I agree with everybody except Crawford. Crawford is not going to fight Thurman, Porter. Now, you guys, I think he's an Al Haymon fighter, but they are indifferent. Put it this way: one, they call it cross the street, and the other side of the street. Tear that damn street down and make a parking lot. Everybody should fight everybody. The best should fight the best. But Al Haymon don't want to fuck with nobody who's trying to take money out of his pocket and out of his family pocket. So that's why Bar Aram said he's a ghost. I never see him. So I don't think that's going to happen till they finally come to some type of agreement where the Al Haymon PBC fighters can fight top rank. Because we need to see that fight. I ain't talking about letting marinate for 5 years. So I understand. Both guys are focused on different things, different aspects of what they want to do. Crawford's fighting Amir Khan. I get that. Earl is looking for a strap. He might be fighting Porter next. What I hear, they might be in negotiations. Gus Sandoval, KQKC on point. I see. I didn't know. Derek James said he noticed Mikey is great when he has time to think. Right. So Earl kept the jab in his face all night. That's right. and surprised him with a random body shot. Bingo. Yes, sir. You hit it right on the head. That's right. He kept him busy with the jab. He kept him distracted. He didn't give him a chance to think. That's why when I be calling fights sometimes, I say, hey, somebody do something because they posing. You call it posing, when you're a counter puncher, you try to wait on the other guy so you can counter his counter. But Earl was counting Mikey counter. So in other words, he was counting to the counter. If that makes sense. So yes, you're right, Gus. Hey, that's how it go. Then once he distracted, once he found out that okay, he just using that jab to score points. But then he come around either on the with the left because he's using the jab hand, which is his right because he's a southpaw, and he'll go to the body or around the guard and score every time. Cause Earl had a longer reach. Did you see the pull counter Spence did in a later round? Yes, I saw that. You see how he pulled, you talk about when he pulled the head back, down, then tagged him, right? See, that's a veteran trick. Mikey did that one time too, to Dejan Gissany. He used his angle, turned him around, spent him, and pulled his head to him, and cold cocked and knocked him out. Errol did uh, Mikey like that. That's a nice move. Have you noticed how Earl stick that jab? It's not illegal long you moving it. You can't stiff arm long as moving. And he hold that jab right there, then he use that left and bow. You know. So, that's what I say, that's another tool. So how many tools do Earl Spence have? We don't know. To the next fight. And the next fight. And the next fight. So Timmy Diamonds, what's going on? Spence turned up the heat in round 9. Yes, he did. And the reason why that was for because Derrick James, had said, hey, stop the fight. Damn. But of course, Peter, which is Robert Garcia's son, say, hey, fuck you. Put up his middle finger. Say, fuck you. Okay. But like you say, hey, go for it. If you see it, take it in. Earl start turning up the heat. But I think he got a little fatigue because he threw so many punches. I mean, clean shots. I think he landed like 275. I had it wrote down. I don't know what I did with it. But he landed like 275. So, I mean, it was a great fight. And like I said, Mikey Garcia is still a good fighter. All right? For all you guys that left me messages or women or whoever you might be, Mikey Garcia still can live to see another day. All right? One loss doesn't make you a bad fighter. Now, it's not like he's been losing his whole career. He had won 39 fights in a row. Matter of fact, after he came off his hiatus from Top Rank and going to court, he won every fight till he met Spence. Every fight he won. Now, he didn't knock out everybody. I mean, some of them did go the distance, like Broner. But, he won. And that's what's satisfying, that win. Sure, Earl didn't knock him out. He could have if he fought a different fight, but a win is a win. That's all. That's the same with Crawford. He moves for distance. He feints to think to see how will react. Then he sets up his shots. Yes. If he has to fight the entire time, It would be awesome to see how Crawford did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're faints. Like Sean Porter. Everybody knows when he's fainting or when he's getting ready to throw. You know, he stoned. That let you know, okay, I'm finna make a move. But then he run in. He don't jab in, he run in. Then he put that head in your chest and pull it up to break open your guard with his head and smother your punches and his. So, you know, it's boxing. It's boxing. In boxing, you are a champion. You can't get a championship fight. But if you are a B class, you get a title shot every 6 months. This shit is a joke. Well, sometimes you're right. Like I say, you got some fighters in there, like Adrian Broner. It's no way he should be getting these good, great fights. You know, with Garcia. And I mean, Vargas is different, but you know, he didn't. He haven't done nothing to deserve a fight, a good fight with a champion, or a chance to get a belt. Sometimes it works out that way. Ocampo, he wasn't. Earl, he was Earl mandatory, but he was ranked third as a mandatory. He wasn't ranked number one. I don't know what happened with that deal. You know what? I was gonna find out because I know that he Earl mandatory. He was, and Earl had to get his mandatory out the way. But if something happened where the rank one or two, something happened, so they went to him, which was rank three. So he was up as mandatory, and he looked like he was doing pretty good at the beginning. He was only 21, but hey, Earl, put that body shot on him. And down he go, Timber. But I'm gonna call it a night, and I appreciate everybody that was in the chat. You know, y'all very knowledgeable guys. And I thank Black Fight Fan TV for chatting in for a minute. I know he's very busy dude, you know. So I appreciate everyone. Okay. If you subscribed or not, you know, KQKC will always be here to tell the truth and talk about the current state of boxing. Prophet, what's happening, my brother? Salute. So I'm always gonna be here talking about boxing. And also, if you did subscribe, always hit the icon bell. That way you see my videos and my live streams, and you can catch my daily show Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. I come on right after for non-international boxing. So, if that's that, shout out to the almighty LDBC. I'm KQKC, the OG, and I'm out. Peace and love.